If this doesn't derail this Labour Party and put enormous pressure on Keir Starmer to do something about it, I don't know what will. What follows is quite possibly the most disgusting exchange I have ever heard from a Member of Parliament. And not just a Member of Parliament, but from the Leader of the House of Commons, Lucy Powell. Now, I will have to jump around a little bit for the first few seconds of this video because YouTube algorithm doesn't like certain phrases within the first few seconds or so. So I will jump around to say I do like publishing to the YouTube platform, but I do respect that within the first 30 seconds or so, it doesn't like certain phrases being used. That said, we should be over 30 seconds or so by now. So this exchange was flagged up to me when Rupert Lowe and Robert Jenrick commented on this. And it was a clip from the Any Questions segment, and I will play it to you. There's no other way to get this across to you than to play it to you. And then I'll show you her response on it, and you can let me know what you think in the comments below. I've already told you what I think about it. Listen to this.
I don't know whether you saw the documentary on Channel 4 about rape gangs over this.
We want to blow that little trumpet now, do we? Yeah,
there was a real issue.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we?
Can you believe that? Now, if you're not familiar with the term, forgive me, with great respect, if you're not familiar with the term, dog whistle is something that they say to endear themselves to the electorate, which is not likely to garner a lot of opposition from the opposing parties, but it's likely to garner some support from their voters and their electorate. So just to clarify, she is saying that bringing up this issue that you've heard them talk about here is a dog whistle. Listen to that again. I couldn't quite believe what I heard when I first heard it. I had to play it again. I'm playing it for you now again so you can hear it again. Then I had to check the comments, and then I had to check whether she'd responded to it, addressed it, because she got absolutely slated in the comments underneath this. So let's listen to it again. So there's no ambiguity, crystal clear, word for word what she said. Listen to this.
I don't know whether you saw the documentary on Channel 4 about rape gangs over this.
We want to blow that little trumpet now, do we? Yeah,
there was a real issue.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we?
Look.
Now, she did respond to that. Her post is here. And she says as follows. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can read a little bit more clearly. You can see exactly what she said. And let me know what you think about it in the comments below. She said, in the heat of a discussion on Any Questions, I would like to clarify that I regard the issues of exploitation and grooming with the utmost seriousness. I'm sorry if this was unclear. I was challenging the political point scoring around it, not the issue itself. She says, as a constituency MP, I've dealt with horrendous cases. This government's acting to get to the truth, blah-de-blah. Now, quite frankly, to even say that she was challenging it as political point scoring is in and of itself political point scoring. It is quite possibly the most disgusting, disgraceful, and disrespectful comments I have ever heard from an MP. Ever. And we've obviously heard a lot of things from a lot of people. This, I am stuck for words, which is unusual for me. I'm absolutely stuck for words. But let me know what you think below. Now, she obviously got absolutely slated in the comment thread on X here and in the response to her own, which I'll come back to in a minute. Really exceptionally poor from Powell. She should absolutely resign. This is a disgraceful position for her to hold and so disrespectful to the thousands of victims of these grooming gangs. Shame on her. Lucy, you stand at the helm of Britain's House of Commons, yet you spit on the cries of Britain's daughters, dismissing their torment as dog whistles, while predators prowl unchecked. You are not a leader. You are the polished mouthpiece of cowardice, shielding yourself behind party lines while British girls are sacrificed on the altar of political correctness. You owe this nation more than an apology. You owe it your surrender, your resignation, and your silence. Britain does not need caretakers who cower. It needs lions who protect their pride. Step down or be swept aside. The age of the meek is over. absolutely torn to pieces in this comment thread here. You can find it and go and read some more yourself. But equally, in the comments responding to her own post here, Rupert Lowe, top of the thread here, when you told people what you really thought, they listened. Yes, it was absolutely crystal clear what she thought there, in my opinion, you understand, from listening to it. She treated that as though it was just political point scoring. I mean, she admitted as much here. She said, I was challenging the political point scoring. She's still at it. She is still saying that it was political point scoring. She is still saying in her supposed apology clarification post here, she is still saying that it was political point scoring. She said, word for word, I was challenging the political point scoring around it, not the issue itself. But it wasn't. I mean, you can't hear the full thing in the little clip that I've just played you, but it was a discussion. They were there to discuss, ask questions, and that was her response. Absolutely sarcastic, disrespectful, and downright disgusting. And that wasn't the only comment either. Dog whistle is the word you used for someone raising enormously significant and important issue that you then directly try to trivialize and caricature the person and the point raised. The public sees this contempt for what it is. Those gangs and those complicit, not dog whistle. Basil the Great, known for some controversial posts, but unclear? Listen to your own words. I hope you don't resign. I hope Keir Starmer is forced to sack you. Appalling beyond belief. And that raises a very interesting point here. This is absolutely the sort of thing that an MP should be dismissed from the party for. It is absolutely something that they should be fired for. And again, a comment pulling on this clarification. I'm sorry if this was unclear is fundamentally different to I'm sorry for what I said. You're pinning the blame on people misunderstanding you when your tone and the content of what you said was quite clear. Someone else, we all heard what you said and it was very clear what you think, resign. Someone else, you must think we are deaf or stupid or you're unaware that radio is recorded. We heard you loud and clear, including the context. Your sneering dismissiveness belittling the issue was a shameful disgrace. It typifies Labour's attitude to these gangs down the decades. Resign. Someone else, you were crystal clear. Your instinctive reaction was dismissive, filled with contempt. I suspect you were being more honest with your words in that moment than you are now in this post. And even as I sit here now, I was going to record this now and send it out tomorrow morning. I'm changing my mind as we speak. I think I might just publish this straight away. But even as I sit here, I now see a letter from Rupert Lowe. Dear Leader of the House, I'm writing to express my deep concern at your recent remarks during a media appearance in which you responded to a question about the rape gang scandal with the phrase, you want to blow that little trumpet and let's get that dog whistle out. Your comments are deeply, deeply offensive. They diminish and mock the genuine and justified outrage felt by millions of British people. Your words trivialise one of the most shameful, festering scandals in British history, the industrial and torture of young working-class white girls by predominantly Pakistani men in towns and cities across the country. This was not a conspiracy theory. It was a documented, systemic failure of the state to protect vulnerable white girls. It continues today. To reduce this issue to a dog whistle is abhorrent and insulting. It is not a trumpet to be blown. It is a national disgrace that demands accountability, not such pathetic deflection. I urge you to do the right thing, issue an urgent public apology for your remarks. Dismissing this tragedy with such flippant language is reprehensible. Now, as I said at the outset of this video, if this doesn't result in her resignation or Keir Starmer sacking her for those comments, this could absolutely be the thing that derails this Labour Party. As I say, let me know what you think in the comments below. Apologies for the late evening video, but I had to put this out. Let me know what you think. Please do subscribe to my channel here for Brutally Honest. I told you I would be brutally honest about what I think. Do subscribe for that, and thank you for watching.